So I got to ask you, we're just a couple of weeks away from the inauguration, Jan 20th, right? A lot of folks around the world, including out here in Asia, are worried about tariffs, how aggressive the incoming president is going to be. That's got to be on the minds of a lot of the people, a lot of the folks down at CES this year as well.
Absolutely. Of course, there's a lot of good things that'll come out of President Trump, a more pro-business attitude, a greater focus on self-driving, a lot of focus on the future of artificial intelligence, highly skilled immigration, things like that, where I think he's very pro-business. However, the tariff issue, we disagree. The tariffs are taxes, they're inflationary, and we just announced a few minutes ago on the stage here at CES that the impact on consumer purchasing in the U.S. will be huge. It'll be about $90 billion to $143 billion if all those proposed tariffs go into effect. And that doesn't even count retaliation. Laptops, cost of a laptop and the purchasing power will go, the 68% impacted gaming, 58% smartphones, 37%. These are real numbers. So that means, we'll get probably about the same amount of revenue. Some of it will go to tariffs, and consumers will be able to buy a lot fewer, and companies will be hurt. It's not a good thing for the world, obviously. It's almost like going back 100 years ago, how the Great Depression hit, and it's very inflationary, to put it mildly. So a lot of this is obviously posturing. I doubt all of it will come into effect, but certainly some of it will. And I think there's been a lot of pre-ordering on that basis by companies. They've stocked up some of their inventory, and it'll have an effect, as will the port strike that's likely to hit next week, where President Trump has indicated he's very favorable to the longshoremen who are opposed to automation. Not a good thing for anybody.
Indeed, yeah. Although, we have to know, of course, he wants organized labor on his side. But, the tariffs, right, however aggressive they end up being, the timing is not great, right? Because, companies in technology and electronics, et cetera, are already have been facing a lot of increasing cost pressures over the last couple of years because of pressure from supply chains.
Well, the supply chains, as we learned in COVID, are an issue. Having single-source suppliers is a risk. That's not changed. There's been a diaspora of shifting out to other portions of the world in terms of purchasing. Obviously, Vietnam, Indonesia, other countries have taken advantage of that. They're here in force at CES, trying to show that they can be great manufacturers. And a lot of these countries, in fact, several countries have pavilions here, showing what they can offer in terms of innovation and production. And that will continue to happen. China is a risk. It's a strategic risk, obviously, but it's also a political risk. And that's something that's just a reality for the marketplace right now.